Hi guys, welcome back to the Macro Music channel. So today I want to do an experiment, and that is to compare the vinyl sim effect between the SP-303 and the SP-505. Now I've heard, or I should say I've often seen it written, that the effect between the two units is the same. There's logic in that. They're both Boss SP samplers. They came out pretty close to around the same time of each other. I think maybe a year or two of difference. So it makes sense that this company would reuse the same effect on both devices. However, in my experience, I've always thought they sounded different. However, I've never run them side by side. I've always used this one individually or then later used this one or vice versa. So it might be in my head that they're different. So I thought, let's do an actual head-to-head comparison. I'm going to try to be as scientific about this as possible, and so you can draw your own conclusions. Now, let me tell you, I'm running both of these to their own individual stereo tracks in my DAW. I'm not sharing audio between the two devices. I both want them to have their own carved out space sonically, so to speak, so that you're not wondering, oh, is this running into this, and are the DACs affecting the signal? I want to eliminate any concerns about that. So I'm going to try to have the levels as same as possible. I'm going to do the settings the same on the effects and let you make your own conclusions. So first, let's just hear the effect by itself. They do make noise, even with nothing run through it. So I'm going to start with the vinyl sim here. Okay, and as you can see, I've got my knobs all pointed directly at 12 o'clock. You can see I've got the settings on this one in the same configuration. So, okay, there's what it sounds like. You've got the noise, the crackle, all of that going on. Now, let's do the same with this one. That already sounds different to me. This has more of a hiss in the white noise. This is more of like a low frequency, almost brown noise. Okay, interesting. All right, now, so let's hear some audio through it. And let's see, get my volume where I want it on this guy. I'm going to use this little pocket operator as a sound source. So let's first hear some audio run through the vinyl sim on the SP-303. Is that the right one? There we go. Okay, it's doing its thing. All right, now let's do the same on this one again. Settings are all at 12 o'clock. Let me turn this one off, turn this one on, set the volume level the same on the device, and let's go. Okay, sounds a little more gentle over here. It's a little less aggressive. It's more mellow, in my opinion. You may disagree. I'm going to normalize these tracks as well, so the volumes should be as identical as possible. I tried to do that with the knobs too, but you know, we'll try to equal them up as much as humanly possible. All right, so I'm going to go back to the SP-303 now. I'm going to like crank all the effects to 11. The pitch warble will get pretty wonky here, but let's hear it at its extreme. So I'm going to play just a little bit of this without the effect and then turn it on. And that's an extreme degree of pitch warble. I wouldn't normally use that high of pitch change in an actual production, but you know, for you to hear how it is, I think it makes sense. No, let's go ahead and turn all these up. There we go. Turn that on. Actually, let's run it with it off first. Make sure my volume's the same. Yep. Again, sounds a little mellower to me. All right, so I'm going to do one other thing here. I'm going to send a headphone splitter out of this and just A/B these guys back and forth. All right, I'm going to turn down some of this extreme pitch warble. I'm going to leave the others, turn the noise to where I usually like it at about, what is that, 9 o'clock. I'm going to leave the compression all the way up. Let me set these the same way. There we go. All right. Let's hear this one first. So yeah, there you have it. To me, they do sound a little bit different. Very similar, but not quite the same. So I don't know if that makes one better or not. I think it's kind of subjective if you think one is better than the other. They're both cool. So yeah, that's kind of it for my review on the vinyl sim between the SP-303 and SP-505. If you liked this, please click the thumb up button. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. And as always, thank you for watching. Like I often do, I'm going to let this track that I made on the P033 play from beginning to end, so we can end on some music. All right, so for this ending bit, I'm just going to run it through the SP-303 because I think at the end of the day, that one's maybe my preference. And yeah, I hope you dig the music, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.